In this Wondershare Recoverit review, I wanted to see if this popular recovery tool is actually reliable when the files matter. So I tested it in 3 common recovery cases: deleted files on a hard drive, a formatted USB drive, and a raw SD card. The results weren't equally strong, so watch till the end to see whether Recoverit is worth it. Before we get into features, let's quickly clear up a few things. First, is Wondershare Recoverit legit? Yes. It's made by Wondershare, a company that has been around since 2003 and is also behind tools like Filmora, UniConverter, and Demo Creator. So this isn't some random recovery app. But more importantly, is Wondershare Recoverit safe? Mostly yes. My virus total checks came back clean, and the app works locally, so your files aren't uploaded during normal recovery. The only concern is that Recoverit doesn't fully rely on non-intrusive read-only recovery algorithms, so I'd be careful using it on unstable drives. Now let's look at what Recoverit offers. Wondershare Recoverit works on Windows and macOS and is claimed to handle common data loss cases like accidental deletion, quick formatting, unreadable drives, and lost partitions. It works with hard drives, SSDs, flash drives, and memory cards, covers main Windows and macOS file systems, and claims support for more than 1,000 file formats. Recoverit has quick scan for recently deleted files and deep scan for formatted, corrupted, or inaccessible storage. The interface looks modern, results are grouped by file type, and filters help sort through large scans. Preview is available too, but it's limited in the free version, and some formats may not preview properly at all. Recoverit also has disk image recovery, bootable recovery for crashed computers, and repair tools for corrupted videos, photos, and documents. There's also enhanced video recovery for fragmented footage from SD cards used in cameras, drones, and action cams. Not every recovery tool handles that, so Recoverit gets points here. Features are great, but this wouldn't be a proper Recoverit data recovery review without real tests. So how does Wondershare Recoverit work in practice? To check that, I tested 3 recovery scenarios: simple deletion on a 500GB HDD, quick formatting on a 16GB USB drive, and a raw 8GB SD card. The test files included photos, videos, documents, archives, and a few less common formats. The recovery process felt pretty intuitive. You select the drive, start the scan, wait for results, preview the files, and save the recovered data to another drive. But how much of that data came back usable? The deleted file test was Recoverit's strongest result. The scan took about 1.5 hours and all recovered files opened without much trouble. In the formatted USB drive test, Recoverit found the data, but the recovery rate was closer to 87%. Photos and documents were mostly fine, but videos were less consistent, and the original folder structure wasn't preserved. The raw SD card case was the weakest. Recoverit brought back many files, but usable recovery was around 76%. Common formats did better than niche ones like HEIC or JP2, and some videos looked recoverable but didn't open. The test results are clear, but what about the price? Is Recoverit free, or is it just another pay now, recover after tool? Well, there is a free version, but it's mostly for scanning and previewing, with recovery limited to 500 megabytes. Bootable recovery and corrupted video repair are locked behind the paid version, so you'll need to upgrade for more serious cases. Recoverit offers 3 pricing options: monthly, yearly, and lifetime. Price varies by region and promotions, so I won't focus on specific numbers. What matters more is whether these plans are justified. And that brings us to the downsides. In my opinion, the monthly plan is overpriced. It may look like the safest choice for a one-time recovery, but data loss can happen again, and a yearly plan or a lifetime license make more sense. That's not the only issue, though. As I said earlier, previews are limited in the free version, and some formats don't preview properly in general. Recoverit may show duplicates, lose original names after deep scanning, or bring back files that look recoverable but don't open. Finally, it still lacks some features I'd expect in a stronger recovery tool. The feature set also feels uneven between versions. For example, smart monitoring is available on Mac but not on Windows. I also missed a recovery chance indicator, better diagnostics for unstable drives, and stronger support for complex file systems or RAID setups. So what's the verdict? Is Recoverit good? For simple cases, yes. It works well with common files on healthy drives, and the overall experience is clean and beginner-friendly. But it's far from perfect. Preview and Toolkit left some room for improvement, and results in harder cases were not as consistent as I'd expect for the price. So, if you need a more reliable tool, it's worth looking for a Wondershare Recoverit alternative. I'd personally recommend something like Disk Drill, RStudio, or UFS Explorer. Disk Drill is the closest match if you want something similarly easy to use but stronger. In my tests, it handled harder cases much better, especially formatting and corrupted file systems. It also had better support for RAW formats, unlimited preview even in the free version, and useful extras like smart monitoring and byte-to-byte backup. In short, Recoverit is fine for simple recovery, but when things get messy, there are better options like Disk Drill. And that's it for today's Wondershare Data Recovery review. If this helped, leave a like and let me know in the comments whether you've tried Recoverit yourself. See you in the next one.